I am really excited about today's meal. This is gonna be great. I've got my chicken andouille sausage all cut up, ready to go. I got my spices out. I've got some smoked turkey just for grins and giggles. I got some chicken over here. I got my holy trinity, and I've got my greens. So in here I've got some collards, mustards, and turnip greens, all chopped up and ready to go. So let's get to this green gumbo. Okay, so we're gonna start by browning up our chicken. I got some chicken legs, and I've got some chicken thighs that I've cut up into bite-sized pieces. So I got chicken legs because I want the bone, because you know bone helps build flavor. So we're just going to dump the rest of this chicken in there like that. And we're going to put a little salt and pepper in there because we want to start to build our flavors. Alright, so let's start taking this meat out so we can get started on our roux. And I want to leave as much of this oil that's cooked off the meat in there as possible. Okay, so we got all our meat out, and we're going to pour a cup of oil in there. And you see all that goodness that's cooked down on the bottom? We're going to scrape that. We're going to get that all incorporated into our roux. And we got a cup of flour, but I'm not going to add it all at once. Add a little bit of the flour and get this stirred in here and mixed together because we don't want our roux to be lumpy. So we want to get all this in here. And we're going to cook this low and slow. And remember, when you're cooking your roux, you have to constantly stir it because you don't want it to burn. Alright, I think that we are going to go with this color of our roux. I don't think I want to get it any darker than this. So we are going to add our trinity. And that's onions, bell peppers, and celery. And we're just going to dump that all in. And get that all mixed up. And look at the color. I think it's perfect. Just mix that around a little bit. Get everything all coated. And let these vegetables start to soften up. And it's already smelling wonderful. And we're going to add our chicken stock. We'll add another one because our pot is big and we have these greens that we're going to add to this. So let's stir this around a little bit. Okay, so let's add some seasonings. We are going to add our seasonings in here and get this stirred up. And I also have some smoked turkey. I'm going to add the smoked turkey in. And now I am going to put our chicken and andouille sausage back in. I don't want to lose any of this goodness. So let's get that all added back in. And we are going to let this simmer. And after this has simmered for a little bit and get good and hot again and bubbling, we'll add the greens. So let's let this get bubbling and we'll come back and add our greens. Okay, so our chicken stock is up to temp now, and we got us a nice little rolling boil. We're going to add our garlic. Let's give that a quick stir. And now let's add our greens. So here we go with the greens. So we've got some collard greens, some mustard greens, and some turnip greens. Like that one is too yellow, so I'm going to take it out. So we're just going to get these in here and smash them down. So you greens fill up the pot, but then once they get hot, they all shrink down to a little bit of nothing. So we're going to smash these down so we can add the rest of the greens in here. Let's get them all added. So we've got some shrimp, and what we're going to do is, once this gets almost done, because we're going to let this just simmer for at least 3 to 4 hours, if not longer than that. And then when we're almost ready, we'll come back and we'll add our shrimp, because nobody wants shrimp that's overcooked, because once shrimp becomes overcooked, it gets kind of gummy. So we are going to let this cook down, and I've got 2 bay leaves that I want to add for flavor. So here are my bay leaves. So what I am going to do is tie them up in this cheesecloth, because I don't want to come down on a bay leaf once we serve up our food, and we want to be able to pick our bay leaves out. So we've just got them in the cheesecloth so they can cook down, and this way we can find them easily. So we're going to put the top on, and we're just going to let this simmer. Okay, so our green gumbo has been cooking for a while now. So here is our bay leaves. So let's take them out, and let's add our final thing, and this will cook for another 10-15 minutes, and it will be ready. Look how the turkey is just falling off the bones now. So let's add our shrimp into the mix. I think I probably got like maybe a pound and a half of shrimp, and it's been deveined and washed, and it's ready to go. So let's stir it up in here, and we'll give this about 15 minutes. Look at that, it's already starting to turn pink. Give this about 15 minutes, and we'll be ready to plate it up. Okay, so our green gumbo is finally ready. Our rice is ready. Let's scoop some up and see what we got. We got some greens. Let's see if we can get some of the sausage and shrimp in here. All right, it looks delicious. Now let's get some, like the old folks used to say, let's get some of that pot liquor in here. This looks amazing. Let's see, I know we got some chicken legs in here. Or did they tender so much they cooked to the bone? And there's our green gumbo. We've got our andouille sausage. We've got shrimp. We've got chicken. We've got turkey. All on a bowl of rice. And we made some cornbread. So here you have it. If you like what I'm doing, smash that subscribe button. And hey, remember, cook with the ones you love and love the ones you cook for.